Fasnacht Day is live for another Carnival edition in 76. There are a few new rewards to collect, as well as some changes to have in mind. Let's dive into the details. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. Fasnacht Day is now live for its 4th year of celebrations. Yes, it has been that long since the first edition back in 2019 with the Wild Appalachia DLC. Anyway, for 2022, Bethesda only added a few new rewards, but they intend to release lots of paid masks, as I will show you shortly. Besides the new stuff, I will also cover the major changes for Fasnacht this year. Oh, and one more thing, yesterday on February 10, the event was not bugged or broken, as the community manager Volsik explained. Fasnacht always starts 1 hour after the daily challenges reset. The decorations show up at the reset time, yes, but not the event itself. Well, without any further delays, let's get into what matters. Fasnacht Day has returned in 2022 for about 2 weeks, as it usually happens. The festivities started on February 10, and they will continue live until February 22, a Tuesday, as Bethesda has clarified already. It's still not clear if this seasonal event will return a second time this year or not. It is possible, but nothing is scheduled just yet. Anyway, the mask list for this event got updated as the data miner Megasloth retrieved. The yellow entries are the new stuff for this edition. It includes both free and Atomic Shop masks. In total, there are over 40 Fasnacht masks in the game files already. It's pretty insane. Diversity at its best, I would say. Now let me show you the new free rewards. If you are wondering what new rewards can Fasnacht offer you this year, you're certainly not alone. That was the first thing I wondered myself. Now, the definition of new might be relative for some of you, since, well, lately there are a lot of new players in 76, so for that segment, old rewards will be new. However, that's a whole different story for veteran players who farmed previous editions of the event. Anyhow, for 2022, Bethesda only added 3 brand new masks to the event's rewards pool. They are all rare on top of it, which diluted the existing pool even further. There are now 11 rare masks with a 0.4% chance per mask. If you manage to trigger the rare masks category, that alone is 5% if all 5 robots survive at the end of the event. So farming these new masks might turn out to be a very frustrating process. Meanwhile, the uncommon masks still have a 72% chance to trigger, and common has 24%. I'm leaving the link to this data mine document below the video in case you want to check it out. It includes all the drop rates for Fasnacht Day. Moving forward, here's a small showcase of the new masks, all data mined by Megasloth. There is no way I would beat the odds in 24 hours on top of it and get all these masks. And no way I would play the lottery instead if I had such luck, just saying. Now, the Fiend mask is definitely the baddest of them all. It has that sort of demonic feel to it, but not in a scary or disturbing way. It's more like a badass vibe, I would say. It sort of reminds me of the Demon Mask. I think it's a pretty decent one. Next, we have the Hag Mask. This one looks quite strange though. First of all, it's like a goblin nun, and that's not exactly what comes to my mind when talking about hags. Also, this mask features one open eye and another closed. I guess Bethesda tried to add some sense of humor here, but I'm not so sure it worked out as they wanted to. Lastly, there is the Loon Mask. This one is definitely the most comical one of the bunch. Kinda stretching into the ridiculous dimension, I would say. Starting with all the exaggeration here, the nose, the tongue, mouth, eyes, everything really, as well as this blinding pink color. Nevertheless, I think it's a great carnival mask. It expresses what it's supposed to be, and that's awesome. Too bad it's only 3 new masks. It could be way more, but again, it's better than nothing, so let's stick to that. Besides the 3 new free masks added to the Fasnacht Day's rewards pool, there are many other masks on the way. I'm talking about Atomic Shop Fasnacht Masks. So these are not exactly free. Every year Bethesda adds new variations or reskins of existing free masks, and 2022 is no exception. The data miner Madocrot retrieved the full list, and it seems like there are 9 new reskins coming to the Atomic Shop. According to him, these masks were added to the game files back in October 2020, which means they were never part of previous Fasnacht editions. Here's the full list of paid Fasnacht masks, old and new. Obviously, the new ones for this year are highlighted in yellow. They are all reskins of common and uncommon free masks, unlike previous years where we had reskins for rare masks. And to be honest with you, most of these new reskins look hideous and unattractive. I wouldn't want to spend atoms on those, but hey, Bethesda is making sure 76 has Fasnacht masks of every type, shape, size, for all tastes really. So maybe you can find something of your interest. For me, not really. Anyway, in 2021, we had several Fasnacht bundles in the Atomic Shop. So perhaps for 2022, Bethesda will release a Fasnacht mask bundle featuring several of these. It would make sense, we have so many already. So far there's nothing related to this in the Atomic Shop, so expect these new reskins to go live in the following 2 Tuesdays when the Atomic Shop updates take place on February 15 and 22 respectively. So you see, in theory, we are getting 12 new masks in total. It's just only 3 are actually free and part of the Fasnacht rewards, while everything else, the rest, are paid reskins. I think it's really not a very good year for Fasnacht in 76. It could be so much better. Since we are on the topic of rewards, let's begin the major changes for Fasnacht Day with some new old rewards. In 2022, players can get the Megasloth rug and the Megasloth mounted head from the event. Both plans are part of other event rewards already, so they are really not new, but still a change. For example, the Megasloth mounted head is still part of the festive rewards from Holiday Scorched. Also, this is not just presumed intelligence from data mining, no. I actually got one of these plans already from the Fasnacht Day rewards, as shown in the footage, so I can assure you guys they are now part of the pool and dropping as intended. The next change is huge, and it's something that came a little bit too late in my opinion, but better later than never. I'm talking about the explosive bait exploit, which got fixed some months ago. As a result, the Fasnacht robots can no longer take damage and ultimately die from the glitch, which would obviously result in a failed event when that happened. I tested it several times last night just to make sure, and nope, I could never hurt the NPCs no matter how much I tried. Now, the explosive bait exploit used to be one of the most popular griefing ways in 76. It also worked to destroy camps. It would actually bypass pacifist mode. It was pretty bad, but now it's all gone. So fear not, your Fasnacht event might fail due to many other reasons, but this one is now crossed off the list for good. Another change is related to the perk Friendly Fire. For a very long time, this charisma perk did not work as intended anymore. As a result, players were no longer able to use fire weapons to heal allies. But that was also fixed with update 32, if I'm not mistaken, so not too long ago. I think this point is very important to have in mind because during Fasnacht Day, robots can easily get killed, especially if you are doing it solo or with a few other players. The good news is that there is a way to ensure the 5 robots survive by healing them with your fire or heated weapons. I conducted a series of tests such as fire mods, heated mods, even molotovs, and everything seems to be working as intended. You can heal NPCs once again. So if you are farming Fasnacht, make sure to equip a Friendly Fire and always carry at least one fiery weapon with you, because you never know when you are going to need it next to save the day, or in this case to save the event and access better rewards. Alright, remember when you had to stalk the legendary Megasloth at the end of Fasnacht? Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to loot it. Well, my friends, these days are long gone. over, finito. Now, it doesn't matter if the Megasloth gets instantly killed or if you simply don't wish to hit it because you feel sorry for the poor creature. You will always be able to access its loot no matter what. If you are a new or returning player, you might be wondering why or how. And the answer is simple, because Bethesda added a global loot system for legendaries with update 32, so now you no longer need to tag or hit a legendary enemy in order to loot it, even if it turns into a pile of goo or ash. All you need to do is be close by, and there you go, you can loot it no matter what happens. It's a very handy feature for situations like this. I mean, most of the time when I see the slot, it's already dead. In previous editions of the event, I normally just ignored it, to be honest with you, but now it's an extra source of rewards. Plus, it's a stress-free one, it's always there for me, I don't have to worry anymore. Which is great, muito bom, as we say in Portuguese. In 2022, players can get way more experience from Fasnacht Day than they could in previous editions. And that's not because Bethesda increased the experience gain in any way for the event. And no, it's because team play now features shared experience. So if you choose to join a private or public team and your teammates play along, you all receive a lot more experience now. After all, each team kill grants you 50% experience of what the killer gets. You don't even have to touch the target. That's the beauty of it. It's basically passive experience, and that's very handy. There are dozens of enemies spawning during Fasnacht, so if you are looking forward to leveling up faster, then make sure to always join a team and enjoy bonus experience with every Fasnacht. Another interesting change is a direct result of the area loot feature introduced with Update 32 as well. Now, this option is helpful in many scenarios, but for Fasnacht, it's super useful when you get the sausages robot. In previous editions, players had to kill critters and look for their bodies one by one. Besides being tedious and not always easy to do, sometimes the bodies would camouflage with the grass or end up in unexpected places or fly away. So many things could happen, and you would then miss the bodies and have to farm them again. But now you no longer have to look for the bodies. In fact, you can loot all the intestines at once in one go. Doing the objective is now incredibly easy. You just have to kill 12 critters and then area loot one of them to collect all at once. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now, another change I noticed this year is about challenges. I might be wrong here, but I really can't remember seeing daily or weekly challenges for this event in previous years. I asked a few friends as well, and they also cannot remember, so I'm fairly confident this didn't exist back then. If they did, I'm sorry. Not that it matters much though, but it's still good to know if it's indeed a change. After all, it's easy score. You can now earn bonus score by farming Fasnacht, all at the same time. Isn't that lovely? The last change I have for you is surely nothing new. It's all about bugs. It's more like a constant in 76, I know, but in this case, I feel like the ordinary Fasnacht bugs just got a little bit worse, a little bit. In just about 24 hours of testing, I read and experienced so many bugs that I had to add this point here. The NPCs in this event just have severe pathing issues, and that is a statement. True facts, it's not my opinion. In my first events, I found them backtracking, moonwalking, and I even found one of them stuck holding the event hostage for a while. I also received this player report where a robot got stuck marching on the same exact spot for 20 minutes straight. Oh my goodness. Despite players' efforts to get it unstuck, the NPC never moved at all and the event eventually failed. Ouch, that's a really heavy one. But such bugs are not new. I have a Fasnacht robot bug compilation from 2020. Here are a few samples to make my point clear. Yeah, the pathing issues are real. They are still there, maybe worse than ever. It's like the NPCs suddenly gain free will and decide to go on a walk or refuse to participate in the parade. It's like they don't want to do it anymore. I'm done here. I don't want to do this anymore. Please save me. Anyway, last night I also faced this bug where the event did not start on my custom world. I tried and tried, but nope, the master of ceremonies didn't want to get it going. Maybe he didn't like the way I presented myself. Who knows? Another issue I spotted was with the honey beasts. They can take minutes to spawn. Some players even reported that they never spawn on their event and it eventually failed because of it. I believe you guys. I really do. Lastly, I also noticed that some events are really slow in terms of objective updates. It takes minutes for the event to update to the next stage, and here it took about 2 minutes until we could light the fire pit and complete the event. Some of us even thought it might be bugged. It's a true array of bugs. I could keep going, but I think it's best to end it here and move out to the outro. Well, I think Fasnacht has really seen better days, with only 3 new free masks to farm for, and with a 0.4% chance inside of a 5% chance. It's almost impossible to even get what you are missing. These rates are utterly ridiculous, plus it's a big letdown to see 9 new Reskins on the way for masks nobody even uses. As I usually say, things could be worse. No new rewards would be the absolute worst scenario, but that doesn't mean what we got was anywhere close to being great or acceptable. We waited 1 year for this event to return, and all they give us are 3 new masks with such abysmal drop rates? Well, okay then, I suppose. Anyway, if you need some tips and tricks on how to better farm Fasnacht, feel free to check my other guide, and happy farming if you decide to do so. As for me, that's really everything. Consider leaving a like and subscribe to help the channel, and a huge thanks to all my lovely supporters. You guys rock. I will see you all very soon in the next one. Until then, take care, adios, bye bye!